Yeah, and stop me if you.
Yeah. So let's do this. Let me see here. Mm, let's see. All right. So real quick, Ray, just give a breakdown of who you are and a little bit about Mannapov. Now, for you guys that are watching the recording, okay, this is a vendor member live. Okay, this is something that we do pretty frequently with our vendor members. We want to showcase them and then also show the benefit for RFA members, which Ray is going to go over. Below the video is going to be a form for you to fill out, and that's how you would access that benefit. They'll reach out to you once you fill out the form and get everything going for you, and that's forever. It's not like one order, so it's a repetitive deal that you get. Yeah, if you're here live and you're not a member, I would love to learn why. You can reach out to me personally. I would love to talk to you about RFA. I was a member for 3 years before I actually joined the board, so I paid the membership and I was a member, and I was a member since they started, and I believed in it so much. Now I'm on the board. Like, I love RFA because a lot of people don't see the behind the scenes, that Brad, Jeremy, and Brian, they just sit around just talking about the industry and how to help the industry, and people don't see that, but I got to see that. So yeah, so I just try to spread that message of honesty because I'm honest. If you know me, you know I'm going to be honest about that. So thank you all for being here, and let's get right to it. Ray, go ahead, tell you about yourself and go ahead and get started.
Yes. Well, Nicole, first I want to thank you so much for even having me here and allowing me to do this and just provide value to RFA members and those who are not members, but after this, hopefully will be. All right. You know, we definitely want to convince you there, but thank you so much. So yeah, my name is Ray Brown, and I run business development here at Mannapov, and Mannapov, we are a wholesale cell phone distributor, and we started back in 2008, like before we even knew that like the landscape would be where it is today. We started with batteries, back doors, parts here and there. And then like through the years, we like there were carriers that were getting phone returns and carriers that started to do trade-ins, and they had like pallets of phones that they had no idea what to do with. So they would send them to us, and we would break down these pallets. Like we would test the phones, take out customer information, everything, and you know, find like it was our job to find a home for the phone. And then eventually, consumers started wanting to use phones. We found the market is like the market turned from only wanting new phones to also wanting used phones. So then we were in the wholesale used phone business, and now we're at the point like the market has matured to the point where now consumers, they seek out used phones. They want used phones. Sometimes they expect used phones, and they don't want to only get them online. Some consumers want to actually have their hands on a phone, and they want to be able to go to a repair shop, go to a retail store, take their broken phone in, see if they can get their broken phone repaired, and if not, they want to buy another used phone, whether it's for themselves, whether it's for children, and so on and so forth. So now we are here to where we have made our business very easy to work with repair store owners or repair shops or repair technicians and so on. And so I'm going to share a lot about that today. But I just want to give you the history of like where we started and like how we got here.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah. And
Jahid, we
so
like
let's,
seeing the store. Where'd you go? Look,
yes, yeah. I was looking.
we
All
like
right.
seeing
Yeah.
the
I love
store.
it.
There
I
you go.
love it. Yes.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it.
So yeah, definitely. So what I will do is I'll show you a quick video of just the way that we process our phones. So just so you know, and we have a direct relationship with all of the major carriers here in the U.S. as well as insurance companies also. And so we get phones directly from them. We process them by clearing all customer data. We cosmetically grade every single phone that we receive. We also functional test every single phone that we receive. So here, I'm going to share my screen now and just show you just a quick snapshot of what we do, and then we can really like get into details
Here's
and get
some
into nitty gritty of
details.
everything. Yes, yes,
Pricing.
yes, yes. Pricing, details, and everything else. So here, let me minimize this. Let me share, and this is just I'll kind of talk you through it. So every single device that come in, we charge it because every device needs to have a charge for us to data clear it, and also when you receive the phone, you want the phone to be charged. You don't want to receive a dead phone. So we charge everything. We This is our own proprietary software right here. It is called IceQ, and we run a full diagnostic on every single phone that we receive. We're checking the speaker, we're checking Face ID, we're checking the battery level, the battery health, we're checking for the Apple Parts message, we're checking for screen burned in images, camera, microphone, like any and every function in the phone. We are checking it here with our diagnostic software, and that's every single phone that we receive in. We run a check on it, and it prints out this label, which I will show you, because all of our Apple and majority of our Samsung phones come with a certificate that you can scan the QR code, and it will take you to show you everything that was tested. Customers love to see that, and I know for you, you love to see it too. So I'm actually going to take you to this page, and I'll show you this page that shows everything that we check. We also test the LCD, especially on Samsung phones where there can sometimes be screen burn and maybe some touch issues. So
Wow.
we have, yeah, every single LCD, we check it, we clean it. So sometimes when we receive phones from consumers and phones from the carriers, there could be some gunk and sometimes glue and just other debris and grease on the phones. We clean every single phone, so that way when you receive it, there's less touch points that you have to do. So
Wow,
you
that's
know,
really,
because
so you guys have little robots there doing that on the other one.
oh
That's
yeah,
really great.
yeah, definitely. And this is something that we developed ourselves. Now, this was a crazy process. We went through damaging a lot of phones just to get our process refined and right. Now we can do this like perfectly. So you know, like when you buy a used phone, sometimes the speaker there's gunk in it. Sometimes the charging port there may be lint
Yes.
in the bottom speakers and charging port. We use like a combination of like dry ice and air to just blow all of that dust and dirt out of there. So that way when you receive the phones, the phones have been cleaned, the speaker is fully working, and you can present this device to a consumer either online or in your repair shop in like the best condition. For our security, we also have like this security robot, so it goes around and it watches and looks at everything. We also do like side buffing to just shine the chrome on the phones, and we do light buffing and polishing, just like 3 to 5 minutes, just to like kind of smooth the screen out and clean it. So every single device, yeah. So there's a glass polishing there. We don't polish every device, but I would probably say maybe anywhere from 23 to about 35% of our devices, they're in a condition where we need to polish them. Some devices come in looking beautiful already, so those we don't touch. And so we have this automatic grading where we're using software and some really fine cameras to really get down and to look at every imperfection on the front glass and the back glass, so that way we can assess a cosmetic grade to the devices. And we actually have a 2 point cosmetic check where some devices we run through our automated system, but every single device that we receive, we do have an actual person that's looking at that device and that's assessing it cosmetically, just as a double check and measure. And so all of the devices that we buff and polish, we put a lens tape on it. Just an easy way for to keep the integrity of that device and for you to also know which devices were buffed. And yeah, so then that's pretty much our process. And we put them in a box ready to ship to you. And we have our purple sticker, which is kind of what we are known for. We're known for our purple sticker. I'll call that our purple sticker guarantee. That when you see that purple sticker, you know that that device was thoroughly cleaned, it was
Yeah.
cosmetically graded, it was functional tested, and it comes with like the Mannapov guarantee.
I want to say, has anybody here ever seen inside of a facility like this? I have. I've seen quite a few facilities that do devices resell and do like this, but you guys are way above and beyond. Like you've invested in some equipment there.
Oh
Because
yeah,
I'll go to facilities and they may have one of those processes, like publishing, you know,
you're right,
but they
right.
don't have all of that. So I don't know about the rest of you on this call. Anybody want to unmute and chime in? But I want to say you guys have really gone above and beyond because I've seen tons of facilities. And yeah, I've not seen that many machines, including a security robot. Like I've just
Yeah,
I
and
think
you
that's
know,
amazing.
yeah, and that's not even the half of it. There's so much more. Because there are other projects that we're working on and other things that we do. Which every single project that we work on, there's a saying like a rising tide raises all ships. And so
Yeah.
every single project that we have, it makes our phones that we sell. It just makes those even better. Whether it's like having like an LCD project. Well, now that we've developed the technology that we have to test and grade LCDs, even though it was for a completely different project, we use it now for all of our phones to test and grade the LCDs. So it just makes each and every phone that we send out so much better.
So those of you that just joined, you missed a really cool video of how they process these used devices. So make sure you
All
look for
right.
the recording and rewatch it because, I mean, I've seen a lot of facilities, and that is a lot of technology to just get these
Yes.
devices to the best ability grade that you can. So let's get into the nitty gritty. So give us some
Let's do it.
details about repair stock and what kind and pricing and you know what I mean, that kind of stuff.
Yes, definitely. Here, let me. So here's what I will show you. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to take you. So we covered the history of Mannapov and how we got started. We covered pretty much where we get our devices from. We have direct relationships with the carriers and insurance companies, and we have other sources to receive all of our devices. And the majority of our devices are consumer return, so they are used devices. So we covered that. We covered our process. Now I'm going to show you that if you wanted to get your hands on a device, how you would do so. And
And what about
we
like the locked status? Do you guarantee that if they do buy locked or buy not locked? Like what if it gets locked after they buy it or something like that?
Yes, that is a really good question. So to answer that question directly, as far as like so every device that we sell comes with a 15-day from the time that you receive a device, we guarantee that device for 15 days. And the reason being is because these are used devices, we grade them, we test them, and uh, what we want is when you receive the device, check it like check us. If we tell you that the device is a grade one, meaning that it's a flawless LCD, flawless back glass, and you receive it and there's a scratch on the back glass, we will take that device back. We'll do one of two things. We'll take it back for a full credit, or we'll allow you to keep the device and we'll issue you a partial credit. Now, as far as locks and unlocks and IMEIs, yes, we test every single, or we check every single phone that we receive to see if it's carrier unlocked, to see if there's a balance on the IMEI, and to also see if it's marked lost or stolen. If we sell you, or if you purchase a carrier unlocked phone from us and you receive that phone and you check it and it is carrier locked, we will take that phone back. So we are checking it. And here, I'll even show you before we get into this. I'll show you our report. So here is everything that we guarantee and that we're checking. So this, I actually have this here. Let me stop right quick. So this phone, I actually have it right here. It is an SC3 in red, and this phone here is what we'll call, and I'll show you later. We call this our grade D because the phone is damaged. It's fully functional. We tested the functionality. The phone is fully functional, and it's even in great cosmetic condition. There's only one minor thing wrong with it. The camera lens is cracked, and so we keep this phone in its original condition, and we sell it as is. So that way, like if you want to repair the camera lens, you repair the camera lens and you enjoy all of that upside. We're not repairing the camera lens and then selling you a grade A device. We're selling it in this condition as grade D, and
Mm.
you get to do the repair. So you buy it at a discount, you get to do the repair, and then you get the upside. So as far as the functionality, let's get into the functionality and what we test. So every single one of our Apple of any phone by Apple, and the majority of Samsung phones will come with a white sticker where you can scan the QR code and it will show you everything that we check. So
So you'll see this,
Apple,
like this. You'll
yes,
see a device just,
exactly.
oh, that's really cool.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, you will see this. So you'll see SIM status. We checked it. The phone is unlocked, so it isn't carrier locked. The memory is 64 gigs red. We give you the exact A code. We also give you the IMEI, the serial, the firmware. We give you everything, and we give you the region also because sometimes like we may receive phones that might be a spec that's not in the U.S. We will actually tell you what spec that phone is. So then we checked it right here for device lock status. There's no activation lock, no FMIP, no mobile device management software. So there are times where, let's say that a corporation or a business may have a device that they put their corporate software on, the MDM software on, and we receive those devices and we try everything and we just cannot get that software off. We do not sell those phones. We keep those phones here, and most times we may scrap them, but we don't do anything with those phones. So right here, you know, you won't receive any phones with MDM. We
Okay.
check for that. We check if the phone is jailbroken. We check if it's if the IMEI is reported lost or stolen. Something important about this. I was watching Mr. Phone Doctor his when he was doing this last month, and he made mention to, I think, Apple taking phones that are marked lost or stolen and taking the serial number for those parts and basically like putting them on a blacklist. So at least if that's something that's important to you, with this, we check to see if that device is marked lost or stolen, so you know that you're not buying a phone from us that are lost and stolen. And so
Awesome.
and we check it, yeah, using the database, and so it isn't blacklisted. Now, as far as battery health, now this is something that is very, very, very important. All of our phones that we consider our grade 1 through 5, which is our best product, we only allow battery health from 80% to 100% in there. So only 80% and above. If we receive a phone, I don't care if it's fully functional. I don't care if the cosmetics are perfect. If that battery health is under 80%, we put it in a low battery health category. We do not sell it as pretty much a finished good. So the
Oh,
battery
okay.
health for this phone is at 85%, and it was charged 677 times. All this information is available to you for each phone that you purchase from
Do
us
you have a
to
place
check.
where they can buy phones that are maybe low
Oh,
battery
with
health?
oh yeah, of course,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
that's
Okay.
yeah, that's
Because that's
and
something that
that's
we can fix too, in
yes,
a lot
yes,
of
one
cases.
hundred percent. And listen, I told you, like, we don't want to be in the repair industry. We
Right.
we don't want to repair. And so yeah, for like a battery swap is so easy and it's inexpensive. And then you can sell that device as you can buy that low battery device for a percentage of what you will buy a battery health 80% and above device for. And then you swap that battery and you enjoy all of that upside. You enjoy all of that
That's
margin
music to my
and
ears.
profit
I
for
don't know about
yourself.
the rest of you, but that's a great thing to hear.
Yes,
So
and I'm going to make a note because I'm going to show you how to find these devices
because you have a
exactly in
marketplace
our
which you're about
marketplace.
to show us right now.
That is correct. That is correct. Yes. And so for as far as device functionality, we check Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, we check the gyroscope, we check the chip, we check front
Oh,
camera, back
that's
camera, volume up, down, home button, but like everything, touchscreen
everything.
proximity, the NFC speaker, touchscreen LCD, the vibration of the phone, Touch ID, everything, ringer, lock
Uh,
on and off, front mic, so everything.
Real quick, anybody on this call feel like anything is left out from this test? We have all these experienced technicians on here. Anybody
Right.
questioning any of this, you can just unmute yourself, but I don't think so. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
and if you want, if you're watching this, try scanning this QR code with your phone, and then it should pull this up for you to see. And also, every single device that we sell, we erase the customer data. So we are R2 V3 certified. So we have opted in to being judged by very strict standards on the way
Yeah.
that we process cell phones and the way that we process clean customer data. No one made us become R2 V3. We elected to do it because it's something that we were doing anyway. And so every single device that we receive, we attempt to clear it. The devices that cannot be cleared of customer data, there are very strict standards on what we can do with that, and we discard those devices appropriately. Everything that we are able to data clear, we liquidate here. So every device that you buy from us, you will see this that we was successfully able to clear all customer data.
Okay. Is anybody have a question so far? So we're about to look at the marketplace and talk about the RFA benefit. Any questions? Any questions? You can just unmute. You can put it in the chat if you don't want to unmute. All right, well, let's go ahead. So we're on the
Yeah,
marketplace. Now, how would they,
yeah,
so if they're an RFA member, all they have to do is fill out the
yes,
form. And then you
yes.
would get them. And
Yes,
so
if
what
they
is the
are an
RFA?
RFA. Okay, so the RFA vendor, I was gonna leave that to the end. I was gonna say for those
Okay,
of
we
you who
can leave
stick
it to
around
the
to
end.
the end, you can no, we can do it now. We can do it now. No, so with the RFA benefit, we will give you special pricing. So here, I'll log in. I gave myself, this is my buyer account that I created for myself, and so you will get special pricing if you are an RFA member. And I will say on your, I didn't get this approved, but I'm going to do it anyway. On your first order, because I know how it is when you already have a place, you already have a vendor that you get your used phones from, and to switch their switching costs to switch over to someone else, and you also you may be kind of leery. I don't know how it's going to work out. Well, for your first order, in addition to your special pricing, we will give you an additional discount of up to like 10% off of that order. So I'll just throw that out there
Nice.
just as an extra incentive, which on your first order potentially you could save more than the amount of what you're paying for your RFA, which is $69 for your RFA benefit. You can save that on your first order. Just boom. So that month is taken care of.
Okay, so you guys, if you are members, all you have to do is go to rfamembers.com, log in, click products, benefits, and go to Mannapov and complete the form. And then that goes to you, right, Ray?
Correct. Correct. Yes,
Yeah.
that
And so
does go
you'll
to
help
me.
them set up an account, or do they set up an account, or like, you know what I mean? How do they?
Yeah. So here, I'll show you. It's very easy. It is as easy as creating an account, and then you just enter your information here.
Okay.
There are a few documents that we need. We just need your business documents, and then sign a master purchase agreement just for us to do business together. And from there, it's just that easy. We try and make it as painless and easy as possible to do business
Awesome.
with us, and to remove like all of the friction there. And so once you just fill out that form and then sign our master purchase agreement, and so submit your business registration documents to us, you have access to our full marketplace, and you will see here your discount. And so we do have carrier locked units. So over here, I'll just show you. We have brand new units, new in box. And look here, I'll, I'm gonna show
And when
you.
it says
So
locked, that doesn't mean iCloud
yes,
locked or something like that.
no, no, it's
Okay,
carrier locked.
got it.
Yeah. And so right here, and I'll just show you because we've talked a lot about damaged devices and devices in need of repair. But let's just say that you want new devices. We actually have brand new, never activated iPhone 15. So iPhone 15,
Wow.
brand new, never activated. It is device only, so it doesn't come in a box and it doesn't come with the accessories. But I will bet you that you have all of the accessories that you need for that. And so I wanted to point this out, that yes, we have
And if you don't,
anything
I mean,
from
just a plug, if you don't know where to get boxes and accessories, reach out to the RFA, or you can just email
yes,
us or chat on the website, because Brian and I will definitely pair you up with someone that's going to give you a deal and get you boxes. You can even get custom boxes and get you accessories that you need. So if you need that.
yes, 100%. And so yeah, so we have everything from brand new, never activated, to used, but as you can see here, battery percent 80 to 100%, and that's grade 1 through 5. And I'll walk you through our grading scale, just so you can have a better understanding of our grade, because I know that different companies may have different grades, and so I do want to. I'll quickly walk you through that. And so here's where we discussed earlier the low battery. So our low battery product is from 70% to 80%. And so we have still the same cosmetic in here. I'll just go ahead and show you now.
Yeah,
So
just click one of those. Click those low battery things. See what the prices
yeah,
are on
okay.
some of those.
Oh yes, yes, yes. All right, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. All right, so we'll say low battery grade 1 and 2. Okay, so iPhone 12 Pro, it's carrier unlocked, and here, let's do this. So iPhone 12 Pro, carrier unlocked, and the gigabyte is 128. So this is a grade 2 low battery. And so our grade 2 is like a pristine front glass. The back glass may have like a few blemishes, but the housing is great and the camera lens is great. So this would typically, we've sold it for 340 and our list price is 340. The special discount that all RFA members will receive is at 295, and on that first order, we'll take an additional
Oh, that's awesome.
up to 10%, yeah, to 10% off. But yeah, so this device here with the low battery is at 295, and I wonder, let's see, so this
Now,
is
everybody
12
that's on
Pro.
here, does anybody want
Yeah.
to comment on some of these prices? Like, Are you buying devices like this already? Are you, feel free to unmute or chat and ask questions and engage if you're buying this kind of stuff already. How do you feel about these, about these?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Listen, I would love for this to not only be a one-way conversation, but
Right.
to be two-way. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'll ask any and every question that you ask me. And yeah, we can go from there. Also, so in addition to the pricing, one other thing that you can do that I really love is that let's say that you were to look at this 339 and you're like, I don't know about that. Like I can, I don't know, 320. I'm comfortable with 320. Then you can send us an offer.
Wow.
You put in, yeah, 320 right here. And then we review all of the offers roughly 3 times a day. And then you just add this to your cart and it comes to us and we review all of the offers. And so, the market goes up and down. Sometimes,
I
we
love
may
that.
not be yeah, exactly. Sometimes we may not be the cheapest. Sometimes like we do have the best deal out there. But in any and every scenario, you can always submit an offer to us. And if the offer makes sense, we will entertain it. Also, we have this WhatsApp. If you're on WhatsApp, you can always click here and then this goes directly to me. And so
Wow.
you can send me a message and say, hey, Ray, I just placed some offers on iPhone 12, 256. And I'm offering you this, or hey, what's the best deal that you can do? We make ourselves available to you and we try and give you the absolute best deal, and customer service and everything is a major piece of that.
What is this? Can
Yeah.
you click these grade D back glass only? 49 of them?
Yeah, those are some of my favorites. Okay, so I'll show you a grade D
I like back
back
glass.
glass.
Some of these technicians can do back glass so quickly that that's a
All right.
good.
Yes, yes. All right, so here's an example of a grade D back glass. So I know it's hard to see on the camera, but this front glass, I'm sure
Front is
everyone is now
good.
looking at themselves. Yeah, yeah. The front is great. Even the housing. If you look at the
Yeah,
housing, the housing is great. But you know what? The back is shattered. But you know what? That's the only thing that's wrong with the device. This device
that's
is fully
awesome.
functional. Yes, and so you can get this device and look, and just to show that it's fully functional, here's the tag here that it comes with. I'm gonna grab my phone and here I'm gonna scan the QR code for this device.
If you have
There
questions
we
or
go.
comments, you can chat
Got it.
in the chat or unmute.
All right, and then I'm going to send this. Let's see. All right, I just airdropped the website to myself. All right, so here I'm gonna share again, and I'm gonna show you.
Alex asked, thank you for the excellent webinar. I'm curious if there are discounts available for large quantity purchases.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah,
Probably, absolutely,
purchasing.
right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
Oh
reach
yeah.
out
Oh
to
yeah.
Ray.
Yeah.
Perfectly did.
Yeah. 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 Purchasing volume. We can definitely discuss a deal on that and give you a discount for purchasing volume. We want to make it to where we're easy to do business with and that we're top of mind whenever you think about buying used devices. So we're definitely willing to work with you there. So this is the device with the back glass that I just showed you. So it's fully functional. There are no device locks on it. The battery health for this device that the back glass is shattered is at 87%, and it's been charged 558 times. It's in really good condition. The only problem is the back glass is shattered. And so this device here would definitely come at a fraction of the cost that you would buy it had the back glass not been shattered. And so you can do that repair and you enjoy all of the margin and all of the upside for that device.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right, anybody have questions? Is there anything else that you wanted to cover, Ray? I mean, this is awesome
Yeah.
information. This is
Yeah, definitely. Here, I'll just walk you through a little bit of our grading. So oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry for that, Ray.
okay.
It was regarding the last screen, and can you put the last screen showing the iPhone
Screen share.
13? Yeah. So yeah, it's right there where it says the battery health is 87%, and then it says battery charge times 558. How do you measure the charge times? Like how long does the customer has the phone be needs to be plugged into the charger to be considered a charge? Because sometimes you can charge it for an hour, for 30 minutes. Is that considered a charge?
No, so to my knowledge, that isn't considered a charge. I don't know the exact percentage, but I want to say that's like full cycles. That's not just plugging it in. Like sometimes you're right. Like if I'm in my car, I'll plug my phone in just for my drive for like 10, 15 minutes. That doesn't count as a charge cycle. I think a charge cycle, it may go ahead.
No, I just want to add here that we've actually had this question before, and on the RFA membership platform, there's access to the Cellbotics training platform. And on there, we have a battery course. Now, I don't have it memorized, but I know there's an answer to this. Our technician actually went through and used a bunch of different machines that test the cycle count to figure out how that was actually calculated. It's not 100% perfect, but she went really detailed and got technical in it. And it's under concentrated courses. So there's a concentrated course about batteries. So I would check that out if you're an RFA member. Just tap into that course. That might help. But I think you guys use probably a software to come up with that, right? You're not like
Correct.
yeah, okay.
Correct. Correct. Yes. Yeah. Our
And then
software produces this.
Richard asked, Marco, did you have another question? I'm not sure if that really answered your question, but
No, it was great. Thank you so much.
okay.
Yeah, thank you, Marco.
Richard asked, does it indicate where the damage is on the information sheet?
So on this sheet, it does not. This sheet is only for functionality. The damage is cosmetic. So what I'll tell you is when you're, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to unshare that. When you are purchasing from us, so on our marketplace, it will tell you like grade D back glass only. And here you can click on our grading scale. Our grading scale is right here, which is what I was going to get into. Our grading scale tells you the damage. So for grade D, it says grade D has damaged cosmetics in here. Let's go to grade D.
Armin says on variant, it shows iPhone 14, but it's a iPhone 13 Pro Max question mark. What's that test?
Let's see, which one?
Go back to the report. I think Armand, that's what you're talking about, right? The variant. Is there a space called variant? Right there,
Right
iPhone 14, comma 3. He's wondering what is that? Because it's an iPhone 13 Pro Max. So what is variant? Right. You guys read good, man. You looking at the small print.
Right. Yeah, so you know, I'm gonna screenshot this and I'm gonna talk to our team. I'm gonna find that out.
Okay, it may be a glitch, but then also it may be something internal that you guys are tracking or something. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I bet you it is.
Because obviously the model is listed, but we don't know what variant means. So it may be an internal thing. So we'll figure that out, and then I'll put it under the recording on the RFA platform.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, I will figure it out, and I will get you an answer to that. Yep.
Good question, Armin. That was a great. I don't even know if I'm saying your name right, but that's a great question. Okay, so back to what Richard was saying and your grading.
Yeah, so the grading, the grade, so our grade D, for example, so we'll have it listed on the marketplace telling you the damage, and then or the cosmetic condition. So right here, grade D, let's say back glass only. So only the back housing is cracked / damaged, and the burned in is very light, unnoticeable. All key functions work. Oh, wait. Okay.
Sorry.
Here, let's do this. You're right. I had a sharing. All right.
Look at Saba. Saba said it's Apple's designation of iPhone generation. Look at you. Very good. A great answer.
Thank you.
We probably should have known that. But that was a scary question. I'm like,
You're right. Okay, so yes. So here's our grading here. Can everyone see the grading?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So our grade D back glass is a damaged cosmetics, back housing cracked only. So it'll show only the back housing is cracked, unnoticeable to very light screen burn. All key functions work, no account locks. And on our grade D, because the device is damaged, we do battery health from 70% to 100%. On all of our, as I said before, all of our 1 through 5, grade 1 through 5 product, which is our best product cosmetically, the battery health, we segment it out 80% to 100%, and then 70 to 80%. But on grade D, it's 70 to 100% because the device is damaged, and so we do that from 70% to 100%. And so here's what we do. So when we get every single device, as I told you, we functional test every single device, and we also do a cosmetic grade. We segment depending on the damage, depending on the functionality of the device. We segment it out. We probably have 40 different grades because, like, even for our grade D, we have levels of display burn. So we have level 1, which is like almost unnoticeable. When to a consumer, they may not notice it. To our eye, like, we can probably pick it up as soon as you turn the screen on. But we have different levels, 5 different levels of screen burn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And where
instead
do
of
they find
including,
this? This is on your website?
yes, yes. So right here, let me go back to the web page. So right here on our marketplace, if they click
Okay.
grading scale, it will take them to our grading where we have our main grading, which is our grade 1 through 5. And it shows the cosmetic condition, and it also shows all key functions work, no account lock, Apple devices, battery health between 80% and 100%.
Ray,
And
here's a good question. You know,
yes,
they'll go through this. This is a lot of information, so we don't need to go through that because they, you know,
yeah,
they got to go through and read this. You guys got to get signed up, get on there. If you're an RFA member, go sign up through there, you know, through the RFA platform. But Patrick had a great question. I'm not sure if this has been answered outside of polishing. So, Patrick, I'm not sure. Were you here to watch the original video that he showed? You can answer that for me, but are all the parts original and have never been replaced? Battery, screen, small parts. Also, what is the warranty on these devices? So from the video that we watched, there's actually a lot in the beginning. Yes, you're 5 minutes late. Okay. Did you see? Okay, so you're saying yes, you watched the video that he showed. Okay, so they do a lot to the device, but are you opening them and working on them? But do you know if they've been opened?
Okay, so we are not opening the phones and we are not working on them. All of the phones, besides the brand new phones, all of the phones we receive, and here all of the phones that we receive are consumer returns that we get from carriers and insurance companies. So here's what I'll tell you: it is a possibility that there are some parts on the phones that are not original, but we're not swapping anything. And what I will say is that any phone that receives the Apple Parts message, we put it in its own category. So here, I'll show you here
So if it
that
has
we
an Apple
actually,
Parts error, you're noting that through your grading
oh,
process.
oh yeah, 100%. Oh
Awesome.
yeah. And so right over here, if you, let me, here, let me clear this. Okay. And so yeah, right here. So functional, so unknown parts. Yeah, so the Apple Parts message could be about battery, it could be LCD or a camera. And so if we test a phone and the Apple Parts message show up, we segment it into its own category. So for example, a grade 1 Apple Parts message phone means that cosmetically the phone is in the best condition that it could possibly be in. It's fully functional. It is carrier unlocked, but the Apple Parts message shows up on there, and it could be camera. The camera lens was replaced. Could be the battery. It could be the LCD. So we send that into its own category. So we don't mix it in with the regular stock. But I will say to answer your question directly that we do not swap or change any parts. We send the phones out in the same full condition. We're not opening up any phones or doing anything. But what we know is that some consumers, and you all know this better than anyone, being that you are technicians also, consumers will go in and get their phone repaired. If they get their phone repaired with a non-OEM part and the Apple Parts message missed that, there is a possibility that you could. But I will say that's a very, 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 very small percentage. We never get, hardly ever get anyone saying that they received a phone with non-OEM parts.
And what is the warranty on these kind of phones?
Yeah, so the warranty, we guarantee the phones 15 days from the time that you receive them. So if we say that the phone is a grade D, back glass cracked only, and the phone is unlocked and the IMEI is good, from the time that you receive that phone, you have 15 days to check that. If let's say that we say that the phone is unlocked and the phone is in fact carrier locked, and when I say unlocked, I mean carrier locked versus carrier unlocked. If that phone is in fact carrier locked, you can either send that phone back to us. We'll give you a full credit or refund, or we will allow you to keep the phone if you want, and we'll give you a partial credit. But yeah, you have 15 days from the time that you receive the phone. These aren't used devices. Some of them are in a damaged condition. If you choose to buy damaged, some of them are fully functional, but every single one of them, we have like a 15-day guarantee on you receiving the phone in a condition that we say that the phone is in.
And then Jahid said, ideal in used phones in Dubai. Can I go to USA and do purchases directly?
Yeah, we have many customers in Dubai. We have some who buy direct from Dubai. We have some that go through a logistics company in the free zone, and like they'll do something like they'll wire the logistics company wire us, and we'll ship the logistics company, and so on and so forth. We're very familiar with doing business in Dubai, and so yes, you can. If you're in Dubai or if you're here and shipping to Dubai, then yes, we can do both ways.
Awesome. Okay. Is there any more questions? These were great questions. And before we go, I would like to answer any more. Any thoughts that you have?
Yeah, anything that I didn't cover? Yeah, and any questions? Anything that I didn't cover?
No, I think you
We
really covered a lot.
Okay, we have the capacity to process up to 200,000 devices a month. So there are times where you'll go in our marketplace and we'll have a wide variety of literally everything. Right now, we have Apple, Samsung, and Motorola in our marketplace. We will very soon add LG and also Google Pixel. So you'll have even more of a variety in the manufacturers to purchase from.
That's awesome. Let's see here. 15-day warranty on all of the devices. I think it's
Yes,
a
yes.
warranty to what you said it is too. So like,
Right.
yeah, if you
Yeah.
said it's got this issue and it's got these things are good, that's what you're
Yeah,
warranting. So when they
exactly.
receive
Yeah,
them, they
so
should test them immediately and make sure everything is good and then contact you if it's not.
yeah, definitely. Like this phone here is a XS Max, and it's a grade D phone. And this is one where it's still in great cosmetic condition, but the camera lens right here is cracked. So this condition is grade D camera lens. If you buy a grade D camera lens phone from us and you receive it and the LCD is shattered, then that's a phone that we'll definitely take back because we said only the camera lens was cracked, but you received it. And now, granted, that never happens. We're not perfect, but I would say that never happens. But if it does happen, we'll definitely take that phone back or let you keep it and give you a partial credit. Yeah, we'll take care of you.
Awesome. Great questions. All right. Anything else before we go? Anything at all? Again, if you are not an RFA member, this is probably your trigger to be one. If you are an RFA member, you can just go to rfamembers.com, log in, or you can sign up if you're not, and go to products and discounts and find Mannapov, and there is a form for you to complete, and it will go directly to Ray, so then he can contact you. And so on their website, they have their WhatsApp, right? So can you put the link in the chat so he can get the WhatsApp, so then it go right to you?
Oh, yeah. I'll do that right now. I'll put this, and then I'll add my WhatsApp number to the chat. So that's the link to our site where we have all of our information for you to reach out to us. And then here's my WhatsApp number.
And for that pricing that you guys seen, that's RFA members only. And there is a verification process. That's why you have to fill out the form. So it's not like you can just call Ray and be like, yeah, I'm an RFA member. He's going to say, okay, just, we got to verify that. So fill out the form or, send me an email with Brian on it and let's verify you're actually a member. Because when you're not a member, then you lose that discount on those devices.
That is correct.
And you guys always go to the Gadget Repair Expo. So if all of you on here have been to the Gadget Repair Expo, it's a great show. It is a freaking great show. If you haven't been, come to the expo and meet them in person.
Yes.
And he just put the link for the website, his WhatsApp number in there, so you guys can grab that. So anything else? Thank you all for being here. We really hope on behalf of RFA and Mannapov that you guys really benefited from this live. We continue to do these at least every other week. We're doing more than what we do here. Remember, RFA, we're doing private Zoom calls for our members. So masterminds, trainings, operations, sales training, all kinds of stuff. So this is just one that we open to the public. So, but we hope that you guys are benefiting from this. Our goal is to make sure that the industry knows about companies like this. We want to spread the word, even to people who are not members, that these types of companies exist and that these resources are out there, because we know you guys are kind of like heads down in your shop sometimes, and you may not get to shows and stuff like that. So, all right. So I guess we'll go ahead and get off of here. Ray, this was a great, I mean, you did really awesome. I don't know if you planned really well, but you know.
All right. No, thank you so much, and thank RFA for giving us the opportunity to partner and to provide value to all of your
Yes,
members. We
we
really
definitely
appreciate it.
are.
And yes, and we're going to be good stewards of that, and we're going to take good care of everyone.
Jahid, you can speak to him once you figure that out. I'm not sure. You would buy backs based on how many devices you buy. So I think that's it's a good question, but it's a little bit premature because you have to figure out what you're going to buy first. So, okay, great. All right. Well, thank you, Ray. I'll be in touch soon. I know I'll see you at the next GRE. And if you have any
Yes.
questions or anything, let me know. Thank you guys for
All
being
right,
here.
beautiful.
All right.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
thank you, and thank you for having me.
You're welcome.